Hello YouTube, this is Keith Kevin Ken. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. No, this is not a repeat. This is not a repeat of the knife of the day that I did about a week ago. No, this is the knife of the day. And today, as I go through my collection one knife at a time, one day at a time, the knife of the day is the Spyderco Endura 4 with Mahogany Pakkawood scales. With mahogany scales, Pakkawood scales. And the reason I say it's not a repeat is about a week or so ago, I purchased a new Spyderco Delica with Mahogany Pakkawood scales. And the great thing about, and I said, I think in that video, I'm just going to get the Delica, not really interested in the Endura. And since saying that, all I could think about was getting the Endura. So here it is. I had to have this Endura. It's not only the wonderful scales, and we're going to talk about it like we do with all of the knives of the day. It's not just the wonderful Mahogany Pakkawood scales, but it's that blade, though. I love the burnt orange collection from Spyderco. This has Hap40 steel. Yeah, Hap40 steel. So that I really love. I'm trying to grab up as much Hap40 steel as I can from Spyderco because I love that steel. So let's talk about this knife. You know, in my collection, every Delica I have an Endura that matches it. I tried to get away with just getting the Delica. So here's the deal with this special edition. It's a limited edition from Knife Center. So it is an exclusive from Knife Center, limited edition. I want to do real quick as I can, because when I was starting out knife collecting, people would throw around terms and I was so confused about them. So let me try to do a couple of things. Spyderco, you'll hear from me. If you go to the playlist, you'll see a lot of Spyderco knives, and I call them sprint runs. Sprint runs from Spyderco is each year they do several sprint runs, and that means they do a small batch of knives. And then what they do later on at the end of this, I'll show you a sprint run. I'll show it to you right now. This is an Endura jig bone knife. This was a sprint run. Spyderco usually release around 1,000 plus or minus 100 knives as a sprint run, which means that's all they're going to produce. Once they're sold, and then you have to go into the secondary market. It's basically a collector's knife. And from Spyderco, a sprint run means that it's been produced before. An Endura has been produced before, but it's added other things to it, like in this case, the jig bone, the titanium bolsters, and the Damascus blade. An exclusive, which this one is, for Knife Center, Spyderco takes orders from knife makers. And so Blade HQ, Knife Center, whoever can call up Spyderco, and Chris Reeves does it as well, and says, I want to do my own special exclusive of Delicas and Enduras with Hap40 steel and that Mahogany Pakkawood. Now, we don't know how many of it's exclusive and it's limited edition, which means it's not a production knife. We don't know how many the company has bought. We don't know how many Knife Center has bought. Or when Blade HQ does one, we don't know how many. We know it's going to end at some point. Well, let me tell you, Knife Center knocked it out of the park with this knife. I just love it. So it is an Endura, one of the most popular knives from Spyderco, along with the Delica. The Endura is the bigger brother. The blade is 3.75 inches with like a 3.4-inch edge. This knife, oh, and the total, when I hold it like this, is 8.75 inches total. It's a bigger knife. It is a big knife. Let me give you an example of the Delica. There's the Delica. So this pair has been sold for a long time. When I say it's number 4, that's the 4th variation of the knife. Spyderco always continues to update their knives. So this is the 4th update. Okay, so you can see the size, right? Now let's start with the blade. Full flat ground blade, like most Delicas. Most Enduras. I'm sorry, Enduras. Full flat ground, wonderful slicer. Has a little bit of jimping going up to the top right here, close to the top of the Spidey hole. Really feels great in the hand. Great in the hand. That blade is Hap40 steel. So Hap40 steel is a wonderful steel that is very, very strong and retains an edge. It stays sharp for a long time. I'm lazy. That's why I love Hap40. It stays sharp for a very long time. If you look close, you can see a line. You see that line on the blade right there? Below the line is Hap40. Hap40 is sandwiched in between 2 slabs of SUS 410. And the reason they did that is they wanted to give it, those are stainless steel, that's stainless steel. They wanted to give it a little bit more strength, but also really add a lot of that rust resistance that stainless steel does. So you can tell, you see on the bottom, you can see the Hap40 poking out underneath the sandwich that it's in between the SUS 410. Spyderco has a lot of knives out with Hap40. They have a whole series, burnt orange, fiberglass reinforced nylon with fiberglass reinforced nylon handles. But this is the Endura. Now the big thing are these handles. I talked when I introduced the Delica, and you can check out that review on the playlist, that I was really concerned when I took it out of the box. How am I going to take care of these mahogany handles? I'm concerned because it looks raw mahogany, not as treated as, like, you know, the jig bone, right? Well, actually, those wonderful scales, they look like mahogany. They feel like mahogany. That Pakkawood, that's a laminate. Okay? So it's not the real stuff. It looks and feels like the real stuff and easier to care for, and I like that. I really do. And a little lighter, too. The liners are skeletonized, full liners, stainless steel liners. The clip, like all Enduras, 4-way clip, right hand, left hand, tip up, tip down with a regular clip, and that stainless steel back. Man, it feels nice in the hand, I'll tell you. Man, 3.6 ounces, big knife, feels and looks like wood. I'll tell you what got me so excited about this too. I posted an Instagram with all of my Delicas when I got, and I'll do the same thing with the Enduras. When I got my Delica exclusive, and someone commented, and they were super correct, or maybe it was on the video, that they thought that the mahogany exclusives are the best looking knives next to the jig bone knives. I also have these in blue, and he is absolutely correct. I just couldn't, that just kept the Endura in my mind, and I just had to have it. There you have it. That is right there, the limited edition exclusive, Knife Center exclusive Spyderco Endura 4 with Mahogany Pakkawood scales. Is that beautiful or what? And listen to this, Hap40 steel. I love that. Sandwiched in between SUS 410 for more stainless steel protection. I feel better now that I have the two brothers together. There you have it. If you enjoy the knife of the day, by the way, I'm going to do knives of the day Monday through Friday. If you're enjoying the knives of the day, thumb it up. Let me know that you enjoy this series. We're going through my entire collection. I figure about a year or so, and then we'll be complete. As I bring in new knives, like I just brought in that one, we'll include those as well. Don't forget to subscribe. That really helps me. Turn on your notifications so whenever I do a video, you're aware of it. I'll tell you, I know people have said that, but I subscribe to a lot of people on YouTube, and I kept going, why haven't they been doing anything? Then I stumble up on them. It's because I haven't turned on notifications, so now everything I have notifications on so I don't miss the videos. You guys have a perfect day. Really, have a perfect one. Keep your pockets full. Goodbye.